My name is Father Ashton Mugozhi. I work here at St.Peters, Kubatana. I'm the director, and so I oversee operations both at the high school and at the industrial training college. So my role mainly is administration, but I have another specific role that I do, which has to do with supporting the spiritual and moral growth of the students. So as a college which is run by the Jesuits, a Catholic institution, our semester always starts with Mass and ends with Mass. And during the week, we have programs that accompany students to spiritually. So we have Masses during the week, at least once a week, we have Mass for the students. And we also have inputs from the chaplain who meets the students once in a while to give them Ignatian ethos, to give them Catholic ethos. And most of our programming in terms of chaplaincy and spiritual growth is based on the Catholic social teaching. So we try to emphasize a lot on the human dignity. We also have the chaplain meeting a lot of our students during the term just for talks and organizing other human development issues, like talking about drugs and substance abuse. We also talk a lot about the importance of God for an engineer, for an artisan, that we cannot separate the human being from being an engineer and at the same time being a Christian. We believe in holistic education as Jesuits, and that education is encompassing moral, spiritual, physical, and all the development that comes with a human being. So that's how we support them. We also participate in other student activities like National Movement for Catholic Students. Our students participate where they meet other Catholic students and they develop. And we also use platforms for Ignatian pedagogy. Ignatian pedagogy is a way of teaching that emphasizes a lot of practical experience and the human experience of the individual. So that's how Jesuit spirituality is encompassed in the pedagogy of the school. The challenges that we are facing, or that I've seen young people facing when they come for training, initially I would like to start before they come for training. You know, there's a stereotype that comes with students who come to do vocational training, because the stereotype is mwana aenda unaita makosi, and kana aenda makosi, it means that they failed academically or they failed in other spheres of their life. But we've been noticing to a greater extent that now we are having students who are coming from university after doing their degree in university, having struggled to find work. They now come back to learn trades, and trades are their way out of poverty or out of misery. So what I would like to think is a big challenge for most of our youth is there is no proper discernment and proper vocational promotion that happens in secondary school. Students do not know that you can come straight from high school, straight from secondary school, even with 5 O levels, with 6 O level, with A level, come and do your vocational training, become an artisan, and actually do better. Not to say that university education is bad, but we are saying that vocational training is not only for people who have failed. So that aspect is a big challenge to most of our students before they come to college. Now, when they come to college, you know, at the moment, there's a lot of influence that's coming from TikTok, AI, Instagram. It can be used for the good, but on the greater part, we are noticing that how to use these instruments as tools for academic growth, for development of skills, it's a challenge that we as a school are trying to encompass by educating people how best to use social media for personal development, even to make money, but maintaining the moral rigor that is expected, because usually people prefer to be naked to make money on social media, and we try to give those values that there's life after that. Another challenge we are facing in our setup is there's a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs, a lot of promiscuity that happens in universities, in colleges like ours, and it is our role as a Catholic institution to try to help our students, help our members of staff, help all the people who are interested to try to keep a certain level of respect, self-respect, through the programs that we do. We do recollections every semester. Our students have a recollection where they meet and they have a day of prayer, a day of reflection on things that are going through. All this is trying to shape the other side that training for skills does not bring. So those are some of the challenges. Other challenges are basically social challenges that people are facing at home, that most of our families are not stable. So when people come to school, they bring that imbalance into the classroom, they bring that imbalance into sport, and most of them either do not participate in activities, but we hope that we encourage most of our students to do well. So those are the challenges that we are facing at the moment. As an institution, we are growing. We have been growing ever since we started. And in 2028, as an institution, we are going to turn 50. Our major goal is to become a global institution that offers high-tech development and high-value qualifications to our artisans who are churned out from here. Our goal mainly, like at the moment, we've been accredited to offer additional diplomas. So our hope is that we can usher most of the training that we do to be offering diplomas. And from there now, we hope that we can now move towards offering Bachelor of Technology degrees, move more into higher level qualifications. We are not intending to leave behind the qualifications that people who do not have academic inclinations are taking, like National Foundation Certificate, and short courses, but we want to combine everything so that we are a holistic institution. So we hope that in the future we can bring this Bachelor of Technology to be done in St.Peters, Kubatana, as many as possible. We are also moving into the development of artificial intelligence and robotics. This is a dream, a vision that we have, that at least at St.Peters, Kubatana, we produce models, we train people in the proper use of AI, and then we become an innovation hub, a technological hub, which can invite people to research, to grow, and to solve challenges that we have in Zimbabwe. Because we believe that our country needs Zimbabwean artisans to respond to Zimbabwean problems. Our church needs Zimbabwean artisans to respond to the church, to the needs of the Zimbabwean church. So this is our goal as an institution, to grow, to become better, to offer higher qualifications, and also to create linkages with other universities. We have Arpeges University, we have other institutions around, state institutions, that we can collaborate with to be able to achieve this global vision that we have. We also want our students to be global in mind, that they think about out of Zimbabwe solutions, but having their roots rooted in Zimbabwe. So that is our goal. That is where we are trying to go. It will take time, but we hope that by the time we turn 50, in about 2 or 3 years' time, we also show that we have come of age as an institution, and we celebrate it, launching something bigger than what we already have. So, as director of St.Peters, Kubatana, I want to offer my gratitude, first of all, to Mr. Gatsi, our principal, to all the members of staff, for a well-done graduation ceremony. I think they've worked flat out today and in the weeks before to curate such a wonderful event, and to all our guests, but more importantly to our graduates who are now being ushered into the world. I want to say to you that the world, now the sky is the beginning. So the world, the universe is vast and it's open for you. I want to invite also parents out there to thank you first for sending your children to come and train with us, but to invite other parents who may be skeptical about what we offer at St.Peters, Kubatana, to say that we are an institution that provides quality, and that tries to develop a person wholly. So bring your students, bring your children, give them to us, and we'll do something out of them. I always like to say when I go for promotion of that, those people whom you have said are impossible, those are the ones we want at St. Peters. Those you say that cannot be trained in the formal school, bring them to us. We'll bring a man, we'll bring a mature woman for you from this end. So anyone can come with 5 O-levels, without, with training prior, without, we can always do something for you. So welcome to St. Peters, Kubatana, and may God bless you.